right?
The red light is on. We are hot mic.
Oh, it's a good. Okay.
Hot mic.
Hot mic.
Pun intended.
Pun intended. Today I'm here with, and I can't believe my luck, we found Gloria's husband. Hey everybody, I'm Mike.
And I'm Janet.
And welcome to our channel, Mike's Philippine Retirement. Now let's get to today's video.
The one and only Gloria's husband.
And that's my
Yeah.
All right.
They always recognize her before me. Oh,
Of course.
Yeah. All right.
Hey Bud, welcome to the channel.
Thanks, Mike.
Everybody, this is Bud Brown. If you
Howdy.
watch my channel, if you've watched Bud, he's been kind enough to join us. And our subject today, I want to talk to Bud about charity in the Philippines. And you've been a very generous man over the years.
Yes, but I always have to emphasize it's mostly donations that I get that I just pass on. You know, a couple of times I pull out of my own wallet, but the most of the time I'll receive something from somebody and they'll either say, could you give this to, you know, they'll have a destination for it, or they just say, do what you think is, you know, is good, and then I'll pass. But I tell people, oh, of course, say thank you. I said, actually, I'm just the messenger.
Just the messenger on this. Yeah, well, you've had very generous viewers and support over the years that I've been watching you. The one thing you do most often is the flip-flops that I've noticed.
Yeah.
When did that start? When was the first time you did that?
Well, when I first got here, we were discussing earlier, I noticed, I would go to McDonald's and I noticed right across the street these kids sleeping on cardboard and their feet were just filthy. And no, I don't know if you know, but I was a 6th grade teacher before, and these are about that age, so I kind of have a heart for not only children in general, but for that age, 11, 12 years old. And I felt so sorry for them. I said, oh my gosh. And then I said, they were barefooted. And I said, I don't care, it couldn't cost too much. So I went down to the local store and bought some of these flip-flops. We call them chinelas.
Chinelas.
And first I would just lay it there, and I said, no, they need to know that it's for them. So they would be awake or something, and I said, here, this is for you. Oh, thank you so much. And then others, I realized, you know, it's not that expensive, but it does a world of good. It's one of those things where you get a lot of bang for your buck,
get a lot of bang.
you know?
It's not like a quick fix for a minute. It lasts them, you know, a long time.
Right.
They take care of their property, whatever they
do.
have.
Yeah. And another thing about that, I used to be very conscientious about size, color. You know, I said, oh, I'm sorry, that may be too big. And then I realized, after a while, hey, they don't care.
As long covering their foot, walking around barefoot on the hot concrete and the stones.
Say, oh, this is too small, this is too big, stop it, you know.
Yeah. Now, you've been generous with your time also. I remember back in the day, I call it the day, it's back a few years, you and Ned did a spaghetti, I forget what you call
that. That was actually Ned's baby. You know, and he just had a scooter at the time, and I had, well, I think...
Yeah, the Chariot.
I had the Chariot, and so it was easy for me to put stuff in the back of it. And so, yeah, he had arranged it, and I thought this was pretty good. He had arranged with the Brown guy, local Brown guy, which is neighborhood, the ones that are not familiar. But he had some Filipino friends that set it up. And he made a point of he and I would step back and let the Filipinos feed the Filipinos. So it's not the great white hope, you know, coming and
no, it's like you let the whole neighborhood partake and be part of it, and contributing with their help passing it out, and everybody seemed to enjoy it. Yeah, that was an old video that I enjoyed very much.
We did that for 2 or 3 years.
Now lately though, with all the foreigners that are here in the Philippines, and especially Dumaguete, I don't know how many there were 10 years ago, but today there seems to be a lot.
Yeah.
Do you feel that a lot of people are helping with a charity or helping people here. I noticed Justin Carmack.
Yeah, Carmack.
He's
yeah.
doing a major beach clean coming up that he organized. And but do you see any like helping out in the Barangay or?
I don't see so much personally, but I do feel that it's going on, but kind of behind the scenes, under the radar, which is really a good thing.
The way it should be. The way it should be. So, what if somebody like me and Janet wanted to help?
Yeah.
Do some charity. Yeah, we can walk down the street and hand out 20 peso bills all over the place, but that's just like such a temporary.
Yeah.
And who knows where it's really going?
It's like you're feeding pigeons.
Yeah.
It's degrading.
Where do you think a good place is to put your energy and your money towards helping?
The last few years, I've started gravitating toward the barangay captains because they know all the families. I mean, especially a lot of them have been there for years and years. And matter of fact, they may have even grown up in that barangay, and so they know the deserving ones. Of course, you know, the word deserving is kind of, you know,
Many are deserving, but don't get served either.
Right.
Yeah.
But they know the ones that they can help the most.
Yeah.
And so
I'm worried about if Janet and I just showed up with a bunch of rice to hand out. The guys with the fast motorcycle, the ones that are living close by in the nicer houses would grab it.
Yeah.
And the ones that really need it that have to walk 2 or 3 kilometers to get to you, by the time they got there, it'd be long gone. So
yeah.
making contact with a barangay captain is a good idea if that's what you want to do in your neighborhood.
Right. Now, what I do, like I would periodically get school supplies, and being a little bit lazy, I would say, man, somebody needs to have like a bag, and then put books in it, and you know, pencils and sharpeners, so each person would have a little bag.
Oh, a complete set. Of the supplies. So if you had pencils and paper, everybody got an equal amount.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would, instead of me doing it, I did it one time, but I thought, man, this is too much work.
I'd rather give them money and let them do it.
So I'd go down and to the barangay captain, go in there and say, I have, you know, just explain the situation. I've got a bunch of school supplies, and maybe for 50 families or 50 kids, and I'd like to bring it down here. And then I said, the only thing that you could let me know when you're going to pass it out, because she would invite them all to come at a certain time in the evening, maybe, you know, not for myself, but so the person who donated it would say, hey, look, you know, remember those school supplies? Look, they're being handed out right there.
Oh, yeah.
So they get the enjoyment of seeing what they donated handed out to the local people.
That's a great idea. We know of a small church where they don't have any hymnals, and they love to sing. They look on their phone, you know, for the verses to sing, or they write it on a big sheet of paper. They write the verse so that the congregation can read and sing along. So these people, they're good people and they're honest people and they're poor, and they don't really put their money towards school supplies. They feed the family first. They pay the electricity bill first. And any kind of help is greatly appreciated by these people.
Really
it's just trying to find where to put it.
Right.
And it's just like the street people who, as everybody knows who's been in the Philippines, you walk down the street, some little boy's going to come with a plastic cup wanting some coins, the mother's going to carry a baby, but who really needs it? And it's hard to differentiate from this. I don't know about you, but I look for the gentlemen who are blind, maybe they're missing a limb, they've had a stroke, they can never work, so they need your help. And the older women, you know, I'm talking about old grandmother type women who are begging, but they have no way of earning money. Even if they want to work, they can't. So you have to be selective in who you help.
You know, one time many years ago when I lived in CEBU Island, a fellow came here for the first time. They told me this is the first time in the Philippines. I kind of feel that I need to take him under my wing, you know, for a little while. And so I took this fellow out to dinner, and as we were walking out, there's this older lady, really old, and she was walking, and her husband, who was blind, had his hand on her shoulder. He was walking, and she come up to me, and I took out some money and I gave it to her. And he said, "I don't give money to anybody. You give one, you got to give it to them all." And I thought, really? Who said? Who made up that rule?
That's a new rule to me.
So, what I fall back on, if I have the money and I want to give it, I give it. And if either one of those factors, I don't have it, of course I can't. But if I don't want to, I don't, and I don't feel guilty about it.
Don't feel guilty about it.
So,
you have to give out of your heart. You got to give because you want to. Don't ever think you're forced to, because then I think it just builds negativity to your future generosity.
Yeah.
And being that we're here, I don't know about everybody's, you know, I'm blessed. Bud has shared his time and his money, and we're going to help out a little bit. I don't know how. It's just going to make us feel good. So when we go home at the end of the day, we feel good.
Yeah.
Now, lately, a lot of people are coming here and they're spending a lot of time and a lot of money on their accommodations.
Yeah.
And people are telling me that we're causing the prices to go up. We're causing the rent to be high, where Filipinos can't afford the rent, where they can't afford to eat where we eat. What are your thoughts on that?
That is true to some extent. Where the foreigners congregate, the prices go up because they can pay it and they can afford it. That's what I heard is happening in Valencia, because there's a large influx of foreigners there. Consequently, the prices are going up.
I look at that the different way. I think the foreigners coming, they're causing the prices to go up only in the houses that people are investing in and making the improvements. And that Filipino family probably could never afford to live in that house anyway. And by us spending our money here, they're buying stuff from the hardware store, they're hiring landscapers, people to build a brick wall. The restaurants now have more people working the staff. Some are even also have that 5% automatic tip. They're putting right on your bill.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
Oh, there's two of them I'll tell you about off camera. And so the people that are working in an area where the foreigners are benefactors of our spending. So causing the prices to go up.
The economy.
Yeah, and you know, like Janet's family, they own some property, and that property has increased in value, so their family wealth has gone up. Because we're driving the price up. So it's a double-edged sword. I'm sure it's good. It's bad. But I know the house I live in, other than another wealthy Filipino family, they wouldn't be living in that house. Most of them, you know. So that's an interesting topic for another day. Hopefully we'll get some other people with us. When people donate to you, I notice a lot of people online say, we do charities and we want your donations. And they'll go out and they'll show them giving 3,000 or 4,000 pesos to somebody. What do you think about the guys guys and girls who are advertising their need for donations for charity too much?
I don't like it. I don't like it. And even I don't think I've ever said, can you help me help somebody? I don't think I've said that. Maybe I kind of don't, because that, but I go, and I think it all started with out of my pocket buying these chanelas, and then people say, oh, that's good, and here can do this, and so it's coming. People see the other people, but I don't like the idea. And even though I haven't done it, I've still, not lately, but years ago, e-beggar. Oh, I'm an e-beggar.
E-beggar, yeah, I've heard that already, you know, e-beggars and things. But I like the ones where they sent you a box. I saw like they sent you clothes, socks, and you took that down to the brain for the women, women that had children, you know, single moms, whatever. And so I like that idea more than money. But it's costly, you know, they got to pay for the box and everything. But I think you feel better that you packed this box and you put your effort, and you could take 6 months, a year to fill it up. And then send it to somebody you trust, and then you see that they distribute it. Money is a double evil. Money helps the most. but it's also the most corrupt way of doing things too.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so,
You know, probably by rights, I should have receipts and this and that, but you know, I'm just not.
it's a full-time job. If you're going to, and this is to my audience, if you're going to send money to somebody because you think they have a charity or they have a need, do it out of the goodness of your heart, and you don't care really where that money's going. You're going to bed at night thinking that you've helped this person or this family or this group.
Yeah.
Don't sit there thinking, did I get deceived? Did it really get there?
Yeah.
Do what makes you feel good in your heart.
Yeah.
There's a story when I was in Cleveland, Ohio, a long time ago. A lady came up to me and my friends and asked for some money for her and her kid for food. And I gave him a $20 bill. My friend said, she's probably just a drug addict and going to go around the corner and shoot up and that 20's gone. And I said to him, no, in my heart, she's going to go feed her family. What she really does, I can't control.
Yeah, that's
So whatever you do, it has to be out of the goodness of your heart. It has to be something you want to do. Be careful who you give money to online for donations, charities. People shouldn't be, you know, just a whole video on, let's help this one person. If you see they're doing something as a whole and they have a history of helping people, that's where I would fall on. I wouldn't fall on the new people that are popping up. E-beggars, as some people might call them, maybe, but nobody should be running a charity on a YouTube channel.
That's right, exactly.
You know.
Because there is laws here, and I think one fella in Behold
Yeah,
had
I know who that is.
got in trouble from doing too much, and well, I'm not sure. I shouldn't say because I don't know exactly, but I just know that there was
A lot coming in
Yeah.
and not that much going out.
Yeah.
And again, if you do send someone money and you want them to help, ask them for a personal video if they don't want to put it, if someone doesn't want
There
to be
you go.
interviewed, or a photo.
Yeah.
But it's real easy if you send someone 10,000 pesos, that they give 5,000 to somebody, they take a picture and they pocket the 5. I don't know these people. I'm leery of it, but I am big on helping a charity. I'm going to do it myself. And Bud is beating me up.
Yeah.
I think he's getting hot in the sun here, or Glory is calling him. I don't know which one it is.
You're supposed to call at this time.
So Bud's leaving us.
Yep.
If anybody hasn't been aware of the situation, he's down to days now instead of months.
About 3 or 4 weeks.
3 or 4
Yeah,
weeks.
in April.
In
we're
April,
taking
he's leaving.
off.
Did
Yeah.
you buy tickets?
Tickets are bought.
Oh,
You know,
so the date is
Yeah.
set. So we're looking forward to the.
Once the date is set, there's a line. in
There's
the
a
sand.
line. Have you announced the line yet?
No.
Okay, we'll be
I'm just
looking
saying
forward
in
to
April.
that. Yeah, we're looking for, because he doesn't want people to meet him at the airport.
Yeah,
and
giving me money and stuff. Yeah.
no, what we're doing is
I
the
hate
day
that.
after he leaves, there's this huge party planned.
Party time. All right.
At
finally
Ground Zero, it's their last big shindig of the year, is the day after Bud leaves.
Yeah.
So you're all invited.
You know what I feel like doing? I'm going to make a video. If you're watching this video, that means I'm gone.
That's like the old video Will. If
Yeah.
you're seeing this, you know I'm no longer with you.
Yeah. I'm talking.
I
from
left
the-
none of you anything.
That'd be a good one.
That's going to be a good one. Well, Bud, we want to thank you for your time.
Thanks,
for
Mike.
joining
Thanks,
us here. Janet's been holding the camera in the sun. Come and join us, hon. And we'll say our fondues. All right, guys. Appreciate you watching. Until next time,
Bye-bye. Take care.
like and subscribe.
Bye guys.
Thank you.